welcome to the Critically Coolest. I'm the Monk, and today we're in Wasteland 3 for another Let's Play series. Now, unfortunately, I had a bit of problem with episode 10. Unfortunately, it did not record the way I wanted it to, and unfortunately, I had actually saved over the initial play, so there was no way to get it back. I couldn't repeat it. So we are on episode 11 today. We have actually cleared out the Warrens. We survived. Unfortunately, our companions didn't survive. We lost Polly, we lost the dog, and we lost poor Billie Jean too. We did make it out with a pig, however, and we also got ourselves this little fellow. Not that I can seem to target him, but we got ourselves this little tag along too, see how long we can make him survive. And we got ourselves a flamethrower as well, which is quite good. We did also get the ramen super noodles. Where is the front of the bazaar? I'm trying to figure out which one of these guys I actually need to talk to. I think it is him. Let's have a little look-see.
My friend, you saw that? Yes, a man who never eats pork is... you picked up...
There you go. Have some super noodles on us.
Yes, my friend, you don't know what this means. Oh, thanks to you, I've accomplished my goal here. So I am more than ready for my next adventure.
And we got some nice cash too. Of course, our build is so expensive that we really do need every penny that we can get. Surviving the Warrens was actually incredibly difficult. It cost us a lot of deployables, and that's pretty much how we got out of it. We used every single rocket, every single deployable. It wasn't pretty, it was not cheap, but that's what we had to do, unfortunately.
Kinda depends on who's buying. For you, kinda depends on who's buying.
Lots and lots of regular armor. This armor really isn't good, considering where we are in the game. Yeah, this armor's not good. I mean, we're about to get our first power armor pieces, so although that armor's probably better than what I've got on right now, you know, give me a little minute and it won't be that much better. But we took care of the Warrens, we got increased fame, mission completed, which is all good. They now like us. We got 20% discount now, which is pretty cool. We also got a skill book from them. What skill book did we actually get? Because that's, let's have a little look-see. We got, I think, Hard Ass. So we got Kiss Ass and Hard Ass. So this must be where you get the Hard Ass skill book. I knew that I had it before. I just wasn't exactly sure where you got it. Now we know it is for completing the Warrens. Still, so I was in the Warrens, and for anyone that's done that before, you should know that you really need a lockpick 7 in the Warrens. I had to spend a lot of ammo just shooting open the doors. I've left a load of safes down there unopened as well because I don't have it. You know, I leveled up when I was down there, and I managed to get lockpick 6. So I'm still behind on that. I feel like it's going to be a common theme for this playthrough as well. Okay. So the assault rifle we keep. We don't need that. We're going to get rid of the spares that we don't need. Might as well keep them on the off chance of using them. There's old Billy's horn. We're going to sell that. Don't need that. Are we ever going to use this? You get 50 quid if we sell it. It's plus 8 armor, to be fair. You get healing bonus, resistance to poison. Maybe. We might use it. I don't know. We're not going to use that, though. Toaster repair for that extra toaster repair point. I'll keep that just in case. First aid, I'm not going to use it. Extra penetration, got to the stage in the game now where I'm not going to use it. If I would have chosen the guys that had um, the 10% critical hit chance, then I probably would still be using it. I think I chose the wrong pair, but I've said that already before. Stir fry pork, bye bye. Don't need you. Don't need the pork buns. We're just trying to get some extra cash. The more cash we get, the better. And as we got 20% bonus from down here. Oh, you gained 3 AP with that? I did not know that. Oh, don't sell it. That was close. That was a 1 click away then. And again. Sell the extra junk. Now, I kind of want this. It costs £430. That is really, really expensive, however. It converts ammo to fire. I have one for explosives, I believe. I do want that. That's going to be really useful later in the game. Tactical nuclear is going to be really useful late in the game, but we don't actually have anything yet to to use it in the first place. Missiles, obviously, so useful. We're going to take all of them. What else have we got? I'm putting off buying weapons because I know that we're going to get some soon. 60 quid for deployables. We're going to get all of them. They've got another saw pup. We will get that too. And it is 100 for the laser turrets. Now, laser turrets are actually a bit tricksy. You have to watch them because they will... Yeah, the laser turrets will actually shoot your own players or shoot through your own players. You've got to really watch where you put them. But we will buy all 6, and then that sets us up nicely. Decoys, disco bots. We got no more cash anyway, but we are all good. We're nice and set there. So that kind of replaces everything we lost down in the bazaar. But more importantly, we got through it and we're on to the next stage. Like I said, as our characters actually level up, they will get stronger and stronger and stronger and be able to take on a lot more. We do need to do some side quests. That's something we do need to do. The more side quests we get, the more experience we get. The more experience we get, the more levels we get. And of course, the stronger we get. We'll actually be able to handle the Wasteland. Don't forget, we are playing with just 2 playable characters. It is tough. We are constantly up against much greater numbers than us. So I've maxed out coordination on both characters. They've both got good points into mechanics. This allows me to throw multiple deployables every single turn. Those deployables are extremely strong, especially if I actually spend the perk points to actually double down on their health and damage output. And of course, we have got a good amount of animal whispering in both our characters too. This allows us to have strong animal companions. And again, the more animal companions we've got, the more bodies there are actually on the field. Which means that they're shooting them and not us. Because if my 2 playable characters actually go down, well, that is it. That's the end of my game. You know, and that sucks. Unfortunately, because we are such a small party size, it means that I have to pick and choose my battles. Just like I know that, you know, top corner of the outskirts of the bazaar, there's a pretty good fight. There was some pretty good XP. However, I can't go and do that fight because I'll get swarmed, I'll get overwhelmed, and I probably won't be able to survive the fight. At least not without spending a lot in deployables. Then it's just, you know, it's not going to be worth it short term. As cash at the moment is, you know, I don't have much of it. And I don't even have a, you know, working exploit that I could use for cash either. So yeah, I've got to really pick and choose at the moment. However, oh, unwelcome guests, they all made it. Lovely. Angel of Death. Should we side with her or not? Well, I don't know. I see the circus up there. I would want to do it. You actually get a pretty good gun for the Kodiak from there. But I know that that's a really tough little battle. It's not one that I can actually get away with doing either. Not at the moment, at least. Another couple of levels, I might go back to it and do it then. What I need is to get level 2 on Radiation Shield, and then I can actually roam around a Wasteland a little bit, get some little battles done. She's maybe, you know, the Golden Scorpitron, for instance, and go from there. Get some extra gear, you know? There we go. Back to Colorado Springs. I think we have everything we need to actually complete one of the missions we've got in regarding the unwanted guests. We can complete that now because we got the refugees safely back to Colorado Springs, which means, as requested in the comments, we can actually arrest Mama Cotta. And of course, arresting her means we get more minus on the refugees. And we were also asked to go into the Ranger Vault Room, which means we're going to get even more minus on the refugees as well. So the refugees probably are not going to like us by the end of this. And of course, we're against the marshals as well, so they also don't like us. At the moment, the only people that actually do like us is the Bazaar, and they are pretty useless, actually. You know, in my first playthrough in the game, I actually thought that maybe the Bazaar could come to your aid, you know, in the final battle. Kind of thought of it as like a war zone type of thing, but that never actually happened. That doesn't happen at all. The Bazaar's kind of a useless area in the game. It doesn't really matter who's in control. It doesn't really matter if they like you or not. The only thing it changes is your final countdown of everything you've done in a wasteland. You know, all the decisions you've made. You get that little text story. That's pretty much all it actually changes, unfortunately.
The hell do you want from Mama Carter? Maybe so. Where are those refugees?
You got plus reputation there. But I'm afraid we're going to arrest you, love.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, no, you
I
ain't.
was breaking the
Well, we are. Minus 15, so minus 10 overall.
lives of my boys. I'll go quiet.
It's worth keeping in mind that you can actually get away with arresting her and keeping plus relations with the refugees, you know, as long as you play things a certain way. There we go. She's all good. So we've got to go back to Broadmoor Heights. Who is the pet under? Let's charm the dog. And now we're back up to 2 animals. Like I said, I'd be very interested if anyone is keeping a count on just how many animals I have gone through. Because, you know, it's not a small number. I've gone through an awful lot.
I'm sure they could use my help. I even got my own.
Oh, no. You know what? I've just realised I missed out on getting a shop in the bazaar. It's actually that guy that stands outside of the bazaar. You have a chance to actually get him in. I think, actually, because I spoke to him before I'd done the Warrens, he will automatically go to my HQ. I just completely forgot to talk to him afterwards as I exited. But as the bazaar's safe, he should voluntarily leave. I say voluntarily, it's not as if you can put a gun to his head and say, come with me if you want to live. Because obviously I'll shoot you if you don't. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, so we need to go to the little church just up here now. I may be strong enough to get all the chickens now, the cyber chickens, but again, you just don't need them until, you know, a lot later in the game. There's still, we've got to clear out Denver, for instance, you know, and then obviously it happens after Aspen, but that's a while away. I spoke to the wrong person.
I heard you were speaking to some people at the refugee camp. Do you have any news? Thank you. At least this will give the city some breathing room. Our resources are as...
We've got a monocle, some more XP, some more
I'd be
cash.
happy to serve the Rangers as a political advisor. Honored even. You're quite excellent. Let me looking forward.
There we go, lovely jubbly.
Together, Rangers.
And we got him back at Ranger HQ as well. So Ranger HQs are looking pretty right now. I think with that done, I think we head back to Ranger HQ now because there's not too much more here we could do. I mean, we could go get Quagite. That's going to be a tough battle. I'm pretty sure he is level 12 when you get him. And I know that in my last playthrough before this, I got him at about level 8, 9. And it was a tough battle then. And of course, I had all 6 playable characters. So doing it on 2 playable characters, I'm guessing on level 7. I can't actually remember what I am, but I think I'm level 7. Yeah, I think that would be a tough fight, not something that I want to do just now. But getting that level 2 radiation shield on the Kodiak, that is absolute must. Definitely want that. And getting into Ranger HQ Vault would also be really nice. Because I'm pretty sure you get a very nice flamethrower in there. I think that's a flamethrower that you can use till pretty much late in the game as well. I'm not 100% sure that it's a guaranteed item, but I think it could be. We will have a look anyway. Something that always bothered me, because 9 times out of 10, you know, I'm friends with the marshals, is getting in this room, like, it doesn't look like there's too much in there. And I think maybe it's just a way to force open this door to Broadmoor Heights. But I've never been in there. And so I really want to. It bugs me that I've never been in there.
Rangers uncover human smuggling conspiracy. Subversive leader arrested.
Would you? You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
So I think the slavers have arrived in Ranger HQ now. So I'll have to go back to Colorado Springs in just a second just to finish that mission off. It means load times. It does suck. But yeah. And what else can we do now? We'll have a couple more shops available to us. Of course, we can upgrade the Kodiak as well. The synth guys are already there. They actually popped there a little minute ago. So that's a mission we could do actually in Colorado Springs. We could start hunting the synths. I know that I'm not going to be strong enough for at least one of the synth heads. That is, I mean, she's got like a baby Scorpatron with her. She is a tough cookie. So I may have to wait till a bit later in the game to do her, to be honest with you. But so far, so good in this playthrough. I mean, we're actually in a stage in the game now where we've got a little bit of free will, and we've got a bit of time that we can actually go and level up a little bit, you know, farm a few of the random encounters in the Wasteland, for instance. They don't happen as regularly as I'd like, but we can definitely go ahead and start farming them out. At least maybe to get a couple of levels, you know. Free XP and all that is always good. Something that I never found in this game, because I mean, I've done a lot of videos on this game. I've done 51 videos, you know, on Wasteland, which is a huge number. But one thing that I never done, we read you, Charlie. What does Charlie want? Hold on, Charlie. You want to take out the monster army? Now that's interesting. Now, I said, I can't remember if it was in the last episode or the episode before that, that I never heard from Charlie Knows again. This is very interesting. Because I always thought that, you know, keeping the Mafia, you know, in your Ranger HQ, for instance, was something that I wanted to do and take out the monster army. And I never saw that pop up before. So that's interesting that we can actually do that. I think this time I will actually side with him. To be fair, Charlie Knows, and take out the entire bazaar.
Your reputation for rescuing little lost lambs. She might even seek you out.
I know that if you side, if you tell Charlie Knows that you're gonna do it, then go to the bazaar and tell him, you know, that Charlie's coming for him, and then you kill Charlie, you actually get a nice reward.
Nelly, early 20s, blonde, shapely, skin like a bueno. You'll get the second code, the one that gets you into
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you actually get a nice reward for doing that. But I also know that taking out the bazaar and replacing them with the Mafia, and then passing a skill check to actually keep the shops at the bazaar, I know that that is probably the better rewards. So, and this way, think of all the XP we're going to get from killing all those guards. That's going to be exciting. So unfortunately, we have got another load screen. Now, I don't know about you, but this patch that is coming this week or later in the week, maybe the beginning of next week, I haven't actually seen anything else on Twitter about it. But there is a patch coming. It is going to improve the old load times between, you know, for instance, going into Colorado Springs and then back out into Ranger HQ. Really don't think that there should be a need for it to be so bloody long. But yeah, so if you have enjoyed this video series so far, guys, I mean, this video is not going to last too much longer. We're going to go into the vault room and see what we get, those kind of goodies, probably upgrade the Kodiak, and that's kind of really going to be the end of it. So no action in this video, unfortunately, but like I said, the last video kind of busted out, which was a shame. But if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and to subscribe, and of course comment your thoughts down below as well. I'd like to honour the fallen rangers, or of course the patriarch. Well, definitely not the patriarch, as we are going against him at the moment. And there she is. There's Hallie.
Mom? Oh, you're the Rangers. I keep hearing about you. No, please, I just need you to go. I hurried there. She was gonna sell me. She put me in a cat. How do you know my name?
There we go. She has gone back, and you never see Hallie again. There is no way to save her, so if you were trying to do a good playthrough, you know, you can't get into the vault room. You can't get to the good stuff, at least. While being good, you know, it does suck It's one of those things though, you know, being bad pays off in this game. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you seem to get much better rewards for actually being bad in Wasteland 3 than you do being good. You know, you do seem to definitely handicap yourself for upholding the Ranger way. That's why the bad playthrough is always so bloody tempting. But how about this, guys? We are on episode 10 now. That means that we have recorded 5 hours of viewing time. Now, I've actually, you know, done little shop stuff, done little loading stuff in between those episodes. And so we've played for maybe a little bit more than that. So we're talking maybe 6 hours of actual gameplay. And in 6 hours of gameplay, guys, I'm on the Xbox One and I still haven't had a crash. So what is that about? You know, because I know that a lot of people are still experiencing massive crashes, you know, on a regular basis. But for some reason at the moment, my game is playing out smooth. Now I say that, and of course I'm probably going to jinx my own video. So as we are talking about jinxing our own video, we are going to have a quick little save. But yeah, like I said, you know, so far so good. You know, how is your game? Is your game crashing out still, or, you know, am I the only one that's actually having a good game? We don't need to know. Bye-bye. There's the Simps, guys. We got this little, they're having a bit of a bickering, bit of an altercation. But we don't need to know because we already know. We've got our decision is ready. Are you ready? I'm sorry, Dale, but we have got a mission to do and say you need to pack your stuff and leave. Toodaloo! Yeah, we are definitely disliked by by the refugees now. But, you know, it is what it is. Don't need a clone. We actually managed to get ours to survive. Don't need healing. We're actually good on meds, to be fair. First code. First code is done. Second code. And the second code is done. So the first code gets us, I believe, tank armor. Yes, we get a PDA with Nerd Stuff 1. I really don't know why they give us so many PDAs. It's really annoying. We get the Nuclear Knight's helmet, which is actually really bloody strong. I quite like it. You know, I think I only got 2 characters, so I can't wear everything. Power armor is our first piece of power armor. We get 2 more laser turrets, which we can never have too many of. The very first power gauntlet you can get in a game, I think, which we don't need. We've got a cybernetic cyber fist, which we can't use yet, but it does up melee damage. Not that we're doing melee damage. We probably got the best assault rifle that we can get in the game at the moment. Let's have a look in chest number 2. Chest number 2, we got the Commodore's helmet, which is a massive, massive helmet in this game. It's probably the best helmet in this game you can get. We got the power armor legs, and we got the incinerator, which I will be putting straight on my character. I'm really glad that I never brought... I'm really glad that I never brought a flamethrower in the end. It would have been a wasted amount of money. You are talking about 500 quid, you know, that I would have wasted doing that. Because the incinerator is an absolute beast, and you can carry that right into late game. It may be the best flamethrower in the game. I don't think it is. Off the top of my head, I can't actually think of a better one, though. I know that you can carry that late into the game. You can complete the game with that as well. So it's something to look at. Oh no, do we need nerd stuff level 2? Or have I clicked on the wrong... There we go. I clicked on the wrong button. And we are into the third room. So in here we get... What do we get? Another PDA, completely useless. Blunt weapon, we're not running melee. Shotgun, we're not running a shotgun either. Not running any small arms, to be fair. Third PDA, so stupid that you get this. This is actually the worst room, to be fair. You know, for it to be such a secret room, it's not that great, is it? You know, the weapons aren't great. You get some meds, but that's about it, really. But there we go. We opened the vault room, and now we're going into the garage. Fully functioning, of course. We got our pit crew. And I think this guy has what we are looking for.
Hey, Rangers.
Let's see what you got for sale. We got a little bit of a discount.
Of course. Let's see if
And he has, we do not have the 1800 quid. We have to sell some stuff and do some management to get it. But that will be radiation level 2, or we could just get the radiation level 1. Either way, this will help us in the long run. Weapons, hood ornament, hood ornament. And that is it, guys. We are going to end this video here. I have been a monk. We've been a Critically Curious. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and, of course, to subscribe. And I'll catch you again in the Wasteland for episode 11 tomorrow. Catch you later, guys.